Milo had one simple goal in life: become the most productive, disciplined version of himself. You know, waking up early, drinking green smoothies that tasted like regret, and doing that deep work monk mode stuff. But there was one tiny problem, one sneaky little habit that kept karate chopping his motivation every time he tried to upgrade his life: his solo hobby, his private Wi-Fi, his me-time Olympics. Yes, masturbation. Now, Milo wasn't doing anything unusual. He was just a normal guy with a fast internet connection. But he couldn't figure out why he'd wake up feeling like the main character in a motivational movie and end the night feeling like a side character in a sad documentary. His brain was like, "Sir, your dopamine savings account is overdrafted." One day, after a particularly heroic session, Milo looked at himself in the mirror. Not in a dramatic way, more like, "Bro, why do I suddenly feel like a deflated inflatable Santa?" That's when he started noticing a pattern. Every time he gave himself a round of applause, his energy dipped, his ambitions dipped, even his posture dipped, walking around like a guy who'd lost a Pokemon battle. So Milo decided to research what was happening inside his brain. And boom, turns out your brain loves dopamine. But when you overuse the pleasure button, your brain goes, "Oh, cool. We can skip real-world effort and get the premium happiness pack instantly." Suddenly, everything else, work, gym, goals, feels like loading screens. It wasn't that masturbation was evil, or forbidden, or that the universe would smite him with thunderbolts. No, it was simply that Milo was using a high-speed dopamine cheat code 5 times faster than his actual goals could reward him. His brain wasn't broken, it was just confused. Like, why chase success when we can press a convenient button and get fireworks now? So Milo made a deal with himself. Less mindless dopamine, more meaningful dopamine. He didn't quit life, shave his head, and meditate in the mountains. He just became intentional. And slowly, he started noticing changes. More focus, more motivation, more energy that didn't evaporate at 2 a.m. He realized the problem was never being human. It was overusing the one thing that tricked his brain into thinking he'd already won at life when he hadn't even started. Milo's takeaway? If you feel lazy, unfocused, and weirdly tired after doing absolutely nothing, maybe your brain isn't broken. Maybe it's just overloaded on shortcuts. Dial back the instant hits, and suddenly the real world becomes exciting again. Goals feel possible again. Your energy returns. Your ambition wakes up, cracks its knuckles, and says, "All right, let's go." And just like that, Milo stopped letting his hands steal his hustle.